So yeah, just tell me your name and what company you're with.
John Kim with Shed Mania.
Quan Ku with Shed Mania.
Who do you serve?
The entire Bay Area, pretty much. If you're in the North Bay, South Bay, East Bay, or Peninsula, we're there to help and listen to your wishes.
Yeah. So John started this company during the pandemic, and why don't you tell the story? That's a cool story too.
Sure. So the story goes way back about 6-7 years ago. That's when I first started playing saxophone. And when you're just starting out with something new, it doesn't sound always great, right? So my wife didn't really want to hear me practice at the house, so she kicked me out, and I had to find my own place to practice in. So I built my own shed about 7 years ago. I came up with a 10 by 12 design. I built it. I started using it as a practice room, and I would use it for an office space as well. Now, fast forward to 2020, my wife started working from home, and she goes, honey, I started working from home. I would like you to go ahead and build me a backyard shed so I can work out of it. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and built her a smaller 8 by 10 shed. She started using it, and she goes, this is great. I love working out of here. And she goes, honey, I bet you there are a lot of people in the Bay Area who can really benefit from this space. She started posting on social media, and the leads started coming in. And just to go back a little bit, I'm a house flipper. I used to flip houses in the Bay Area. We would buy and sell properties for profits. So we already had some teams lined up. We're doing our flips and stuff like that. And after the leads started coming in, I basically resourced one of the teams to start working on our backyard sheds, and it just kind of blew up from there. And fast forward to 2021, Fox 2 News wanted to do an interview because at the time everything was kind of doom and gloom with the pandemic. People were dying and everything, right? So they're looking for something positive, and we were doing something positive and impacting the Bay Area community. So they wanted to do a story with us. So it's kind of similar to what we're doing here, right? And yeah, it just kind of blew up from there. Back then, we haven't even set up our website yet because we're just busy catching up with some of the demands we have, right? And I told my partner, hey, they're gonna do an interview with us, and I think something's gonna happen after this interview. We're gonna have to get our stuff together and get our website up. So we got our website up like a day before. In a hurry, right? And the interview happened, it aired, and all kinds of calls and inquiries started coming in. Not only the Bay Area, people in Washington, Boston, I'm like, whoa, like all over the United States, because it just kind of aired all over the place. Tell them we can't help you over there, but we just started getting a lot of leads in the Bay Area. So rest is history. We started with one team, now we have 7 teams serving the entire Bay Area.
Wow, congratulations! That's an amazing story. Congrats.
Yeah, it's a fun journey so far.
You know, when you mentioned like the saxophone and then the working from home, like it seems like there's something special about a shed. Like, what do you think is so special about a space for yourself that attracted so many people, especially in a time like the pandemic where it was all doom and gloom?
Yeah, so great question. I would say 70% of the time, this is the same story for most people, right? Where, John, we have a relatively small home. Typically, the demographic and the age group is around 30 to 40, somewhere around that. That's our main targeted demographic, right? Where they have a relatively small home, typically like 3-bedroom or 2-bathroom. They have their first kid, and now they're having their second kid. 1 or 2 parents are working from home, and because they're having the second kid, they no longer have the luxury of being able to work from one of the rooms anymore. So they're being kicked out or getting pushed out of the home. Therefore, in the Bay Area, the homes are really expensive here. Real estate in general, it's really expensive here. So instead of buying a new home or putting an extension on your existing home, those are really expensive too. So instead of we have a product that is something we're able to build in a relatively short period of time, which is like 4 to 5 weeks, rather than taking a 6 month to a whole year for permitting and the build process. We can get it done in about 4 or 5 weeks, which is really fast, versus, or you can potentially do a full-on ADU, which takes a long time, and it's 8 to 9, 10 times more expensive than what we have. So we can do it quicker, and you can find peace and focus and be able to really work on your craft right away. And as a shed owner myself, Juan, hopefully he's gonna get his own too soon. But it's no-brainer as a guy or even a girl, having your own space and be able to work still within the safety of your home, but still be able to separate yourself away from the main home. I think it's a just no-brainer. It's a great product in my opinion. Everybody should have one.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to tell more people about it. Yeah.
This is the first step right here.
Awesome.
What would you say makes you guys different compared to other shed companies?
Do you want to do a quick?
Sure. You know,
Chime in?
it's a for us, it's all about customer service, making sure that we offer a good quality product. As you can check from our Yelp page, we're 5 stars still, and we really want to make sure we maintain that, because working from me personally, working from enterprise before, learning that you take care of your customer, the customer will take care of you with referrals and so forth. So I think that offering them good customer service, good value, and having that, maintaining that long-term relationship, I think that's what separates it from our competitor.
It's all about relationships.
Yeah.
We always look out for the best interest of our customers first. We put them first before we put ourselves. It's construction. We make mistakes along the way. We're only humans, right? But when the mistakes happen, it's how you deal with it that'll make that sets you apart from other competitors out there, right? We take ownership from start to finish, basically. And that's one of the things we do. And another thing that we do really well is customizations, right? People in the Bay Area, they all have different personalities here, and they want certain things in certain ways. And we're here to listen to their wishes. And my business partner, Song, he's great at what he does, which is to sit with them, listen to their wishes, and just go through this design with them. People really appreciate that service because nobody else in the industry that offers this. It's something that an architect will offer, which costs thousands of dollars. We do that as part of our whole process. So that makes it
the session is about 1.5 to 2 hours, and after listening to their wants, needs, budget, and just customizing everything, he'll share with them a 3D rendering of how the shed would look like, and then that's when the after they're okay with that, then we start building. So.
I love you guys' approach. It seems really all-encompassing. That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
And then one last question. Share with me a recent project that you guys really enjoyed, you loved, or maybe like a favorite of yours.
I have something that I want to share. This was a very special one. Our projects they're different. They are unique in their own ways. But we have this one particular one that we did in the city of Sunnyvale. Customer's name is Peter and Tara, right? And they came with us with a very specific idea, a request. They have a chicken coop in the backyard. It's pretty sizable chicken coop, and what happened was I believe their daughter was coming back home in the meantime from college, and again they don't have the biggest house, and Peter works from home, and he's taking up one of the rooms, right? But the daughter's coming back, so he needs to give up the room, right? So he went ahead and gave us a call, or Tara gave us a call, looking for a solution to their problem. And they live in a very cool Eichler home. I don't know if you guys know what an Eichler home is.
No, I don't. Could you give me a quick rundown?
Yeah, they're lower profile. There's a lot of those in like Palo Alto, Sunnyvale area.
Kind of ranch style?
It's not a ranch
really
style.
interesting.
And flatter roof, and a lot of those homes have an atrium in the middle of the house or in the front or the back. Atrium is like an empty space with like stuff in the, I don't know. It's an atrium, right? Maybe you can look that up later. But it's a very special home. It's an Eichler style, and it used to be a very popular style of a home, and they wanted to match their existing home. So we took in their ideas, we matched their siding exactly to the T, and all the accents that went ahead with the decking and the ceiling, the way things were done, it turned out beautifully, and it's low profile. It really went well with their existing home. They could not be happier because the product came out super nice. It looks like it's part of their house, and Peter's super stoked about it because now he finds himself in a brand new cool backyard shed with the air conditioning and heating and everything. So yeah, he couldn't be happier. And then we put in this large 8-foot wide bifolding door, so you can actually open it up completely. So it really opens up the whole space into the deck, and they have a swimming pool right in front of it, so the view's magnificent. So yeah, that was one of the very special one that I can recall, and it's a lot of fun. And the chickens, they didn't eat them. They rehomed them to one of the neighbors down the street. I'm like, was that worth it? Because the cost of the eggs are really expensive now, so I don't know.
Maybe they could get a shed of Mania chicken.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, they were able to rehome all the chickens, and we were able to provide them with a stellar product. So they're super stoked, man. So we're happy with that.
I love it. You guys make me show.
I can sell you one.
He's always trying to sell. This is awesome. That's why.